Good morning, friends. I am Dr. Tushar History, Associate Professor in Botany, Shri Shivaji Science College, Amravati. Welcomes you all. Friends, today we are dealing with the importance of medicinal plants in Ayurveda, its history and current situation. Its history is already we have covered. Now we are dealing with what is the current situation of the medicinal plants. Friends, Ayurveda is one of the system of medicine with historical roots in the Indian subcontinent with traditions, old traditions and practices of the herbal as one of the alternative medicines. Ayurveda has been around for the thousands of years and considered as one of the best way to treat the diseases. And it is linked to the healthy lifestyle of ancient India. Look this diagram. These are the Pancha Mahabhuta, air, fire, water, earth and ether. And they constitute Vata, Pitta and Kapha. So three types of a human personalities are there. They said that if it is a rigid, it is a Prithvi, that is the earth. If it is a fluidicity is there, then it is the Aap, that is the water. If it is the heat, Agni, that is called as a fire. If it is a mobility, it may be what you call air, and it may be space, Akash. So it is called as a space. Now look here, if earth and water, they constitute the curve, and it is called as a potential type of energy. For example, fire and water, they constitute the thermal type of energy, that is called as the pitta. And second, it is the air plus ether, that is the kinetic energy, that is called as a Vata. Vata, Pitta and Kapha. So three persons can be there. Vata is there, somewhat slim person is there. Pitta is there, is a somewhat slim person, but it is a very energetic one. Kapha is there, it is a somewhat obeyed person, and its movement are very less one. So they constitute. It is said that in Ayurveda that three type of persons can be there, and if doshas means any imbalance in between the pancha mahabhutas, that causes the imbalance in the body and causes the illness or diseases. Now, if you consider the history of the medicinal plant, for example, in case of Ayurveda in Rig Veda, there will be it is mentioned 67 medicinal plants. In case of a Yajurveda, it is mentioned 81 medicinal plants. In case of Atharvedas, they have mentioned 290 medicinal plants. And in classical texts of Ayurveda like Charak Samhita, near about 110 plants are mentioned there. In case of Shushruth or Shushruth Samhita, it is a near about 1270 plants. In case of Vagabhatta also. Now, the World Health Organization WHO has listed 21,000 plants across the world having the medicinal potentials. In case of our Indians, 90% of Indians use the traditional type of a medicines. For example, if you are suffering from the certain types of a cough is there, we take a ginger tea, we can take lemongrass tea, even we can get the ajwains there. So we believe in the traditional Ayurvedic medicines. Now, what is the history of medicinal plants in Ayurveda? Every plant is called as a medicinal plant, and any part of this particular plant is used as one of the herbal medicine. For example, it may be a seed, fruit, bark, flower. It may be leaf stigma. It may be root, tubers. For example, asparagus is there, shatavari. Tubers, it can be also used as a food, flavonoids, for example, curry leaves are there, they contain the ethereal oils, so fragrance is there. Even for the perfumes and some certain spiritual activities. For example, betel leaves are used in the pujas there. So ancient Unani medicines, we have a manuscript having a uses of medicinal plant there. Egyptian papyrus is there, Chinese writing there, Chinese literature is there. Then our Indian Vedus are also there. Then European and Mediterranean cultures, they have a different type of indigenous cultures. For example, Rome, Egypt. In case of Greece, we know they use the olive as one of the olive oil, and they are used as one of the best antioxidant for the treatment of various diseases. So we have herbs, and we have a certain type of herbal healing treatment used for the benefit of the human being. Now, importance of medicinal plants. We know that India is one of the best, richest repository of the medicinal plant because we have a good type of a forest, and from that forest we can cultivate different types of the raw materials for the drugs, for the perfumery industries, or different types of the wood purposes or forest purposes, resources and the products. And about 80,000 herbal remedies has been confirmed by the Ayush department of our India. So major features of our Indian literature, it is the Ayurveda, Unani medicine, Siddha, and folk medicine. We call them as a tribal medicine. That is the Bhumkas and Babu. We call them as a Bhumkas. Vaidus are used. You use certain type of a methods and the practices there. Now, what is ethnomedicine? Ethnomedicine is one of the branch of a botany and it deals with the medicinal plant. So ethnobotany is the study of a relation between the people of the primitive society and the plant. Means those people who are in a tribal region and their cultures with respect to the medicinal plants are studied there, and it is maintained as one of the tradition and one of the heritage of India. So term ethnobotany was coined by Harshbarger in 1895 to include the study of plants used by the primitive and aboriginal peoples. And this tribal use a different type of a forest product, either for their food, fodder, fibers, house building methods are there, fuels are there, gums, resins are there, dyes are there, then their woodwork, wooden instruments are there. So religious ceremonies are there. So they are related with their ethical community and the traditions there. So this treatment with the medicinal plant is supposed to be the very safe and they don't have any type of a side effect there. And they synchronize with the nature. So that is one of the big advantage. And it is the fact that it is the independent of any age group. It can be given to the either for the children, to the women's, or it may be a old man's. So this is the importance of these herbal medicines. Now in current situation, we know that we are facing COVID-19 crisis and the whole world is attracted toward the herbal remedies. As far as our Ayush Mantralaya is concerned, they have given one formula to boost your immune system. That is one of that plays very important role in maintaining your optimum type of health for the prevention from the COVID-19. So that herbal tea, we call them as a decoction or kada that contain the tulsi, basil, dalchini, cinnamon, kali mirch, black pepper, sunthi, dry ginger, then manukam, resins are there, and add jaggery as one of the natural sugar and fresh lemon juice as an antioxidant. And from day twice, one or two or three times you can take it. Yeah, after taking this tea, you will feel somewhat heat in your body. So that regulation is there for the prevention of the disease there. Now another one is the one patent case is there that our turmeric, our neem, our basmati rice, they are patented by the another part of the world. And patent is nothing but it is one of the form of intellectual property right that gives its owner the legal right to execute anything regarding that product that then for making, using, selling. It is one of the patented to the one person, and it is the time limit is near about 20 years. So Indian CSIR, Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, they have put our Vedas reference, Sanskrit references, our Unani medicine, and they won the case against the US Patent Office and regarding the turmeric. So turmeric is the indigenous property of India now. Even in case of neem is concerned, some European Patent Office patented it, but again we fight there and brought our traditional knowledge to the back. So current situation, we have to much aware about which things is located in India, and that is one of the prospecting future for us also. Then this is the bioprospecting and biopiracy. In the recent way, bioprospecting nothing but you have to what amplify the resources to the society and again recycle back the product what we have taken from the forest. We have to reutilize and place them into the forest in its second generation or in the terms of its germplasm conservation. So look here in this diagram, if you have some bioprocessing type of one of the unit there, then we can utilize it for the research purpose. From the research we can get the product can be given to the society, income is generated, then conservation can be done there, and in this way bioprospecting is regulated there. This in this diagram, natural resources it is coming from the local people and their knowledge. Just took out the local knowledge of the local people, then utilize, take its authenticity, utilize for our research purpose, screen it, make its assay, test its toxicity, test its research and its chemical constituent, and go for the pharmacognostic test, applications of the trials, do it trials on the animals to the human beings, and later on formulation of the drugs in there, and just get its quality, get marketed and get approved. After approval, again it is utilized for the human being. And after utilize of the human being, the sources from you have taken it, you have to regenerate into that area. So that is called as the bioprospecting. Here the level is increasing step by step. That is called as the bioprospecting, prospectings of the plants with respect to the utilization of the resources. But in case of biopiracy, biopiracy is the exact opposite to the bioprospecting. It is just like a theft action of a thief. Suppose you are developing country like US is there, you are taking our knowledge or genetic resources from one undeveloped countries and utilize for the benefits of them. So it is one type of exploitation from the those area endemic area where they are utilized or famous for a per region, and now we don't have any type of resources at that particular region. For example, we have a citrus here, but now we don't can able to grow citrus there. So it is a biopiracy of the other countries, or it may be in the terms of a biological genetic material, maybe plant, animals, microbes, everything. So this is the biopiracy there, and we have to prevent biopiracy. Suppose if you want to utilize or give an example of bioprospecting, it is a pharmaceutical energy, it is good for the society, it is also good for the industry, for social benefit. But as far as the biodiversity is concerned, conservation, here somewhat its rate is very low. But in case of botanical, look here, the bioprospect is higher for the society, higher for the industry, higher for the human health and employment, and also it is higher for the regeneration or to life cycle should be continued there, that life cycle is maintained there in case of a bioprospecting is concerned. So it is at strategic level. Second important is the traditional knowledge digital library called as the TKDL. The traditional knowledge digital library, that is the Indian digital knowledge repository of the traditional knowledge, has been made after winning the patent against these Europe and American countries in set up in 2001 with collaboration with the Ayush Mantralaya and CSIR. Friends, the objective is to protect the ancient knowledge of our medicinal plants, Ayurveda, then to prevent the biopiracy, to prevent the unethical patents, documentation, and it is also one of the best agency to foster modern research based on the traditional knowledge. So generally, we have a TKDL as one of the main source in India for the preservation of medicinal plants. Now, why medicinal plants are important there? If we know medicinal plant contain alkaloids, glycosides, flavonoids, phenols, resins, saponin, tannins, and all these are the nothing but in the forms of alkaloids are there. So using sophisticated instruments and techniques like antibacterial susceptibility test, TLC, HPTLC, GCMS, LCMS, NMR, then bioinformatics data tools, and from this we can deliver, we can able to deliver or a drug, and we can design the drugs for the future endeavors. So this is one of the applicable latest situation of the medicinal plants. Friends, this is one of the flow chart. Now, if you know the traditional knowledge of the your plants are there, let us conserve. Let us see its biodiversity. Take out its secondary metabolites. Secondary metabolites, again, it is one of the base for the synthesis of the drugs. Drugs can be transported for the developmental of the different types of a test, and its commercial and marketization is there. Second, what happens there? If this can be regulated there, if this protocol can be followed there, then there will be also one of the feature is that there will be a conservation of the your genetical resources. So importance of medicinal plants comes under this particular category. And in last conclusion, as our lifestyle is now very techno savvy, and we are moving from the natural resources, but we have to again come back to the nature. This COVID-19 resulted show all the world that we have to come towards your natural destiny. So herbs are the natural products which don't have any side effects. They are comparatively safe, cheaper, availability, eco-friendly. They have traditionally we have proved that this can be used. For example, toothache is there, we put the lavang is there in our mouth. So this is the one of our safety, very safe. Where take up of the medicine is very safe there. Second, as compared to the synthetic drugs, they are more safe, and we are dependent on the synthetic drug very blindly, but it's a time to think about our natural safety and the security. So it's time to promote them globally. So medicinal plants are nothing but the future 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 medicines of the our globe. And as far as our COVID-19 is concerned, today most of our remedial and prevention medicines are coming from the herbs from home to home. So friends, here I would like to stop here. Here I have covered two parts, one of the historical aspect of the Ayurveda medicinal plant and one of the advanced aspect of the medicinal plants. Thank you very much.